So today we saw talking more about the process, and it will be done by today, and then we'll move on and go to the next step. So as I checked your writing for reports of process, it was amazing, great. But one thing that guys, you might also have the question is when to use passive and when to use active. Any idea you might have, any one of you, in the report writing?
Sir, in the report writing, I don't know, but active VO specifies when someone when we want to carry someone's message to someone else. If we say the message by our own word, we call them that it's passive. If we say exactly what that person said, so it will be active.
It will be active. Okay, Zahra, what do you think? Any idea you might have?
Today I'm agree.
Okay, today you agree, or every day I see you agree. Or maybe today Ishkebo is not in the class, so you
most of the days.
Yeah, you didn't want to leave Shazia alone, huh? That's okay. So, Muhammadi, do you know anything about Muhammadi? Do you know anything about passive and active? Okay, he also I think doesn't know. Dear students, when you're writing the passive, when you're writing task 1, it is crucial, very, very important to use passive most of the time. Now, before just we move on, what is passive and what's active? Well, as Shazia said, passive is, we have got passive sentence, we've got active sentence. The active sentence is the simple sentence. Like, for example, I play football. I play game. I play what? I play game. Now, this is active sentence. Why? Because subject is in the beginning and object is at the end. So everything is very simple. But sometimes you want to change it into passive. What does it mean? It means the subject is not important sometimes. For example, I is not important, but game is very important. So you want to remove the subject and you want to just mention the game and the action, then you have to make it passive. What does it mean? It means subject becomes the object, object becomes the subject. For example, game is played. Simple. I play a game, game is played. Simply. So if you want to mention the subject again, you could just add by. This is called passive. There are some rules, inshallah, we'll discuss in the grammar. Passive
Yes, sir.
Passive dear students, and the passive object becomes the doer of the action. Object مفعول بجای فاعل میه. The passive. مثل ازی gaming چی بود؟ Gaming what's this? حالا this is subject یم verb فعل و یم this is مفعول. This is object. اگه بخواین تبدیل به passive بکنین as object بجای subject میه subject بجای object میه. I play game, game is played by me. So shall we allow, let me just block Shikebo because she entered now. Okay, so this is how you use. Now, my question today is, for the process is, that what should we do in IELTS writing? Dear students, please, you have to use maybe 90%, 80% of your writing should be passive. Why? Especially in report writing, you have to use and task 2 inshallah task 1. You have to be very careful using passive. Why? Because passive, if you know, task 1 is a report. What's the report, Shazia? What's the report? Shazia, what's the report?
What's that?
Okay, Zahra, what's the report?
Something we write according to given informations.
Great. Let's take a task. Report does it means something we wrote what according to the information. So in report, dear students, it's none of your business to say your idea, to say your thinking, to say what you believe in task 1. passive just passive عين مش just passive just مثلا make a فاعل جناس there is no I just there is a game فعل شيء ما ذكر ميكنيك بمو خاطر you have to use passive in your report. Why? Because it's very general. There is no any subject. Everything is done by someone else, not by a specific person. Is this clear now? Do you understand?
Yes.
Again, we have two things. Actions done by human being. Second one, actions done by nature. What does it mean, dear students? It means as from today on, Zahra, Shazia, Shkibo, and you're writing, you have to use for the actions done by human, you have to use what? You have to use passive. Is this clear? You have to use passive for things done by human being. For example, I play a game. Game is played. The process, for example, firstly, the cans are collected. The aluminums are melted. You have used passive voice because humans are involved here. Humans are doing the action. Amma, for example, the rain is coming. Rain is coming. It's an active sentence. You cannot say rain came or rain came or rain is came, or for example maybe flood is flood. Flood is flood يعني كي flow يعني هلا flood يعني أو كمية ميراني شوية تنقول أنا مثلا كي flood sail مثلا. Let me just write it here. For example, flood is flood. flood لي كي قدام جاي أو كمية رم بتاوري كلون زياد بيرشي ميجا. I don't know, I forgot the word. Okay, in the but fluid is غلط شما passive استفاده نمیکنین. Why? Because this is natural things. It is not done by human being. It is done by God Almighty. So that's why you cannot use passive voice in here. Am I clear so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
Shazia and Zahra, in tomorrow's writing, I want to see passive if the action is done by a human being. I want to say active if it is done by nature. Let's do a little bit more practices here. For example, in here, have a look at this task in here. Have a look at, let's just zoom it a little bit. Zoom this one a little bit so that you could, we'll have the books as well, guys. Okay, so in here, the students, in here, look at the action. It says construction of a dam at the riverhead. So look at these steps in here, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. Just look at these steps and then tell me whether it is done by human being or whether it is done by nature. This one. A dam is constructed at the riverhead. Is it a passive or active?
This one is passive.
Yeah, sure. This is passive voice because human being, they constructed a dam. Human being did this action.
Yeah.
So just come on, go with the next one, with the next one, with the next one, and you have to do. If it is done by nature, make it passive, make it active. If it is done by human being, then you have to make it passive. Or you give you 3 minutes, then you have to just. By the way, I give you maybe 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. But break must. I'm gonna begin. You're going to we will continue our lecture. Like,
Sir, is this our book?
yeah, it's in your book.